This shirt is so weird. Why did I buy it? This actually is something that I picked up for myself, not something that somebody else got me for the holidays. And I liked the color, but the fit is so weird. There are weights. Well, right here, there's a little weight inside, and there's also weights on the bottom, and a couple weights in each of the arms. There's weights in my shirt to make it hang right. That ultimately means that I don't actually know how to wash it. So that whole dry clean only tag on the back, that's legit. And I hate going to the dry cleaners, so this was a terrible purchase. And you will literally never see me in it again. I'm gonna hide it in the back of my closet or something, or just give it to someone, probably, more likely. Because it's a weird shirt. Kind of matches Owen's hair color, though. That's why I wore it today. So it sort of does have something to do with the product that we are making. And I will tell you more about the Owen product that we are making in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I'm Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And you are here for day 226 of 365 days of soap. And today we're making Owen's bath bomb. And we're also finishing up the entire Grey's Anatomy soaps and bombs line with Owen's bath bomb. So not only do you get to see the creation of his bomb, you also get to see all 16 of the characters in their finished glory today in this video, and therefore it might be kind of long, so we should probably maybe get to that. So let's go do that. You know, now. Hello, happy Friday to everyone. We are officially finishing up the Grey's Anatomy soaps and bath bombs today, which is freaking cool. And we are finishing it with the Owen bath bomb, which, if you will remember back when we were selecting bath bomb scents, or well, the scents for the Grey's Anatomy line, as well as like the shapes and the designs that we wanted to do for the soaps and the bombs, we decided that Owen was going to be a camper. And the reason why we decided that is because he, in actuality, spent more time living in the trailer, in the Airstream, than any other person in the Grey's Anatomy world. More than Derek, more than Karev, more than Meredith, more than Emil, just more than them all, really. And so we thought the camper would be fitting for him. And so we went ahead and we bought a 3D compression mold in the shape of a camper. So a shaped bath bomb with a compression mold thing, which is something that the Soapprentice has never worked with before. She's never done one of these weird shaped guys. So she's gonna. And that's going to be, you know, an experience. And I guess it's not 100% accurate that she's never, because she has made the shower steamers with the chill pill thing, mold. But it did not look like this. They were just two pieces that you put together and smooshed. With this one, there's actually like a presser type thing with that camper, that one that's thicker there next to the brown bath bomb powder. And so it's very interesting. And when she showed this to me and started putting it together, and she was like, how do I use this? And I'm like, I don't know. Fill it up and let's try. And so that's really what we were doing, because I've never worked with one of these guys either. I really like round bath bombs, you guys. I am an absolute pro at round bath bombs. I can actually make round bath bombs faster than presses can. I have timed myself against presses a whole bunch, which is why I don't have one, because I can't justify the cost if I can do it faster by hand. But when it comes to the shaped ones, oh my God, I don't know. I do not mess with these things. But with all the stuff that's coming up in the next, well, for the next foreseeable future, since we are doing subscription boxes, when we get the website going again, every one of the subscription boxes is like a themed monthly, bit of coolness, right? And as a result, there are going to be a lot of shaped bombs and shaped bubble bars and stuff like that. Just shapes. And so I'm going to have to learn to get good at them, really. Or just make the apprentices continue to do all the bath bomb making. That works too. But, that's not really logical. For the most part, I will still have to be helping a lot. So she filled it all the way full that time, right? All the way to the top, and then compressed. She did no compressions in between. And so looks like it might be okay, right? But as we take off the top or the bottom, see how fragile it already is? Gonna go ahead and give it another push-ish. But what I really want you to pay attention to when we get this out is just how thin the bath bomb is. Now, it's not supposed to be that thin. And you know that really just because of the fragility. So, next step, we're going to put some down and do compressions in it while it's, well, I think that's ultimately where we ended up going. The decision was compress the bath bomb powder kind of as you go. There you go. And then for the top one, don't really compress it and let the little push plate do the work for you for that. This is all our thinking. It was all a whole bunch of experimentation, and we learned a lot during the process. Now, for a patterned bath bomb like this, because she's going camo with it, to like a nod to Owen's military career, you get it. That means that all of the bath bombs that we've been messing with and like breaking, well, that pattern doesn't exist anymore, and we're just left with just a mess of bath bomb powder that's just like the stuff there on the table. It's just all kind of speckled bath bomb powder. And if that's not what you're going for in your design, that can be kind of shitty if what you're wanting to do is something more, layered like that. So what we ended up doing, see, that's camo. That's beautiful. And so what we ended up doing throughout all of these, while, after we got the hang of it, was taking the stuff from the broken bath bombs that didn't work out and putting it in the middle of the design so we can still use the bath bomb powder, but it's not going to impact the design that the Sew Apprentice was ultimately going with. See, just like that. You see how the stuff on the right there, that's clearly part of the stuff that's the colors that have all been mixed together. You just hide it in the middle. Totally works. It's still usable bath bomb powder, just not pretty bath bomb powder. You get it. And so, yeah, that's, I think what we ultimately decided with all of this was 2 compressions. One kind of midway through, compress everything down. And then the second is really going to be with the pushing with the plate. So that was kind of where we found our sweet spot with these particular molds, which I thought was cool, right? Like, hey, we figured out the thing. And also, Owen's campers are super cute. And I love the Sew Apprentice's decision to make it camo, because camo is cool and definitely is fitting for Owen, because being in the Army is actually a huge part of who he is and his backstory and all of the things, as well as his relationship with other characters within the Grey's Anatomy world. So that was a brilliant idea. And for the scent for this one, we used an Aventus Creed dupe from Wellington, and it's really nice. It's a very, very sexy scent. It's a good unisex scent too. Of course, I'm the kind of person who thinks all colognes that are meant to be for men are unisex. Or all colognes that don't obviously smell like flowers are meant to be unisex, you know? So take that for what it is. I think everybody would enjoy the Aventus Creed. But that's just me. And I'm the person who wears Mr. Soap and Clay's cologne all of the time. All of the time. So yeah, Owen, final guy. I love Owen. I love Kevin McKidd, the character that, or the actor that plays the character Owen. He's amazing. I love me a redhead. I love me a Scottish man. Pretty sure he's Scottish. He's either Scottish or Irish, but I'm pretty sure he's Scottish. And I weirdly say that only because my husband's ancestry comes from Scotland, and we have one of those Mick names too, like McKidd. So it's just my reasoning. But I also understand that that's not the case, because like Frank McCourt, right? The author, he's Irish. So I guess it exists in both places. I just immediately assume Scottish because that's what exists within my direct world, really. Anyway, last bath bombs. And all of the shaped bombs, somebody said in one of the other videos when we were doing, I think, Arizona and Cali's, how big they looked. And yeah, they are some chunky bombs, for sure. They're very, very big. I want to say that they're not much bigger in weight than the regular spherical ones that I make. But I will double check that between these slides to confirm, because I don't know that I ever in any of this actually got out the scale on camera to weigh these all out and see how much bigger one of these bombs are versus the regular spherical bombs that, you know, we all know and love. So I will do that, you know, after we watch the Soap Practice do this, and right now really for you, because it will take me a couple minutes to weigh a bunch of things, but you won't know that because you're just going to go right to the next slide and then I will report the results. So look at her awesome camper, her camo camper. It's amazing. Okay, so I weighed them all, and here are the end results of Owen's camper. Very cool. And Owen's camper actually clocks in at about 6.5 ounces. And the hearts for Arizona and Izzy clock in at around 6. And regular bath bombs clock in at just over 6. So they're all basically the same, really, in weight, which is very surprising, in all honesty, because these guys and the hearts look like monsters. And it's just an illusion. It's just one of those weird illusion things, because they're not any bigger than the regular spherical bombs, turns out. So now we know. I mean, I don't have something to show this to you and prove it because I never filmed that. But, you know, I just checked. That's what it is. Graze the F? Great. Awesome. The final reveal. And we've got Meredith and Derek. There we go. And we also are going to have Bambi, which is such a cute idea. I love what the Soap Prentice did with all of the bath bombs for this, for sure. Bambi might be my favorite. And Bailey. So, George and Bailey. I love that soap so freaking much. Seriously. I love Bailey so freaking much. And then Dr. Weber's bomb there. I should show it to you. There you go. And I have no idea what soap I'm going to pair. Oh, Christina. Sure. Why not? Sure. Actually, should have paired Bailey and George and Christina. Bambi and Christina. And Bailey and Weber. But right there, I just put another Meredith up instead of the Avery. And then the Lexi soap. or I'm sorry, the McSteamy. And then there's the Avery Balm. And there's the April soap. The Soapprentice looks over while I'm doing this and points out that I have 2 Meredith bombs up there, so I fix it. But there's Arizona and Cali. Love that soap. Love it so much. Still find that video hilarious, and it all worked out. And there's Izzy with her Black Lifeline, and Karev, probably. Yep, Karev. Now, do I have them all there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16. That's it. I've got them all, but I got to swap out that one because I actually need to show you McSteamies. Because I didn't put out McSteamy. And thank God for the Soapprentice because she remembered. And I appreciate that so much. So there's McSteamies, all with Wellington, all beautiful scents. They were absolutely what I wanted them to be for all of the scents. They were really beautiful and fun to work with for all of the soaps. None problems whatsoever. Oh, they're not all out. I am so full of crap. How many bars did I do? Or characters did I do? Got Owen and Addison there. Is that it now? Alright, that's it now. Now there's actually 16 on the... Yeah, cool. There you go. There's the Grey's Anatomy line. Now I have to frickin' stamp them. And label them. And photograph them. And get them on the damn website. So many things. So many things need to be done still for all of this. But for now, look at, there they are. They're all amazing. They are absolutely incredible. And I love every single one of them. And also pay no attention to what's all over my robe. I had a terrible accident. It was really terrible. And that's a story for another time. Anyway, that's all of the Grey's Anatomy. You know, probably part 1. We'll probably do this again. But for now, that's it. Day 226. And there they are. Owen's Bath Bombs. Adorable camper shape with the camo design. Super cool. And all of the other Grey's Anatomy cast members that we decided to, make soaps and bombs for. Everything out in their full glory. That does not mean that they're available for purchase yet, though, because we do actually have a few more products that we are releasing for this line to, A, use some of our most favorite scents from the line, and 2, to round everything out. So it's going to be a couple more days before they're available, but when they are, they will be there at soapandclay.com, for sure. If you are interested in seeing what other things we make for the Grey's line and what scents we ultimately decided were our most favorite to put into other products, subscribe. That would be excellent. For those of you who have subscribed, hey, excellent sudsers, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are really actually very excellent. I don't have another synonym for that word today because that's exactly what you are. You excel at all the lengths. So thank you. I am out of here for today, but I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.